most basic and fundamental science, aims to give us a deep understanding of the universe. Today we are going to interview Professor Flambaum, a theoretical physicist who has contributed to the revolutionary discovery that the fundamental constants of the universe are varying. Let's look at what Professor Flambaum has to say about his life as a physicist.
Good afternoon, Professor Flambaum. I'm very delighted to be interviewing you today. And I'm very excited for one reason, because I'm very interested in theoretical physics, and you're a very excellent theoretical physicist. So could you start by telling us a bit about why you like theoretical physics?
Because I like it. There's no special reason. I also like playing table tennis, ping pong, for example. I like it, and that's it.
So have you always liked this one?
A long time ago I started to like it when I was a school student. Somewhere around year 7. I had an excellent teacher whom I can discuss things. Also I found some popular science books. I didn't understand them, so I read them, skipping formulas and unclear paths, but still read them. And I participated in physics Olympiads and was quite successful. I was a winner. So if you like something and you're successful, it's a natural career path.
I see, and that obviously made you decide to choose to study physics at university. The next question is about how you found the first year of university. Do you recall anything of your lecturers and what you studied at the time? How you felt about it?
I may say a few words. I had a very fortunate path, because I came from Soviet Union. There was a system of physics Olympiads there, and winners of physics Olympiads, as well as winners of mathematics and chemistry Olympiads, were collected in special boarding school, which was supervised by Novosibirsk University, some big Siberian city. So I basically started university study when I was a school student, because we had classes at university rooms. We had lectures instead of some teacher talking to us, and then some kind of seminars or tutorials. We had the university system. And so my career basically started even before I entered university. When I was fortunate, when I was a first year student, my lecturer, he told that university studied too slow for me. He gave me a special program, so I passed the exam personally to him with no official marks. I tried it with local students who don't understand what I want from them. I believe if you are not getting marks, you don't need to study. But I studied this way, so I studied my research career when I was first year student. And my first publication came when I was second year student. I started very early.
What was that publication like?
My very first work was on some high energy physics, some accelerated physics, which was Novosibirsk had one of the first in the world accelerator with colliding beams of particles. It's a system which is used everywhere now, but you collide particles moving towards each other. It's gives you big energy gain. And basically all biggest high energy installation in the world work this way, including famous large hadron collider in SOR, LHC, which is all Higgs particle. So this story was started in my home institute. That's where I graduated from university, and when I was a first year student, I already had a desk at this research institute.
So you've been researching for a long time, and you're currently doing research projects?
Yeah, of course, it's my main activity, because I know we've heard about this. I'm Australian professorial fellow, which governments pay to university, so university doesn't force me to teach. So I don't teach classes for 9 years already. But I have PhD students, I have honor students which do research project with me. So I do face-to-face teaching rather than class teaching, and so all my spare time I spend on research.
I see. And how's it been doing research at different places? I understand that you've had many different positions at different places.
Formally I have only 2 positions. My first official position was in Novosibirsk Institute of Nuclear Physics, and my second position was here. But in between I had visited many places. I had visiting positions in famous institutions. I was visiting fellow at Harvard University, at Princeton University, Princeton Institute of Advanced Studies. You've heard about it, it's a place where Einstein worked. I was a member of Institute of Advanced Studies, but it was visiting position, it was not permanent.
Yes, so you were there for a year.
Sometimes teaching break, some summer, sometimes it was just sabbatical leave. And now, because I don't teach, I was also this so-called Humboldt Research Award. It was in German it called Humboldt Prize. And so I spent some time in Germany working there as Humboldt awardee. So I worked in very many different places around the world, but it was in a case when I have permanent position somewhere and move to some place to do research with my colleagues elsewhere. So this America and Europe.
I see. And do you, for most of your research projects, are you doing it in collaboration with other people?
Yes. Occasionally, just to show that I can work, I publish papers alone as an exercise, but majority of my publication with collaborators, with local collaborators and most with American, European, Russian collaborators. I have collaborators all around the world. So, United States, Canada, France, Germany, United Kingdom, Japan, Russia. So science is international now,
Yeah.
especially good science.
Yeah, and what's it like working with another person on the project? Do you get an idea and tell them about it and see what they think about it, or do you sometimes get the same idea?
I have something, how to say, I have an unusual expertise. I publish papers in all major areas of physics. There is some section of journal, Physical Review, A, B, C, D, E. I published in all of them. So usually if I come up with an idea, I look for an expert who is specialized in this field, and this expert helped me to learn the subject and helped me to do research. It's how majority of my work was done. And for example, here I collaborate with astronomers here. So Professor John Webb. So I proposed some method how to do search for variation of fundamental constants. And we published a paper with John Webb and my colleague here, Vladimir Dzюба. And this paper was the beginning of new subfield in astrophysics. And just search for variation of fundamental constant, some kind of enhanced effect. Effect are bigger, so it's easy to measure them.
Yes, I've heard of that. So, very interesting. So you mentioned that science, you just said science is international. And coming from Russia, what has it been like adapting to Australia?
Well, it's just get used to it. Get used to local students.
Yes. And most of your publications are in English?
All of them. No, for many years, even in Russia, all the latest papers in English, because we quickly realized that we need to publish in international journal. Even in Russia, I published in best Russian journals, and they were translated into English. But translation is not the same as what you write paper in English, because it comes much later. People don't read very much some local journals. It's better to publish straight away in international journals, so it has an access to world community.
I see. So, what about you? Are there any moments that you could call your favorite moments in science?
Yeah, I can't say this, because when you work on a problem, you always think it is your best problem. Otherwise it's not interesting. When you finish it, okay, maybe it's not the best. But try to find some new ideas and do something else. I cannot say a single one.
Okay.
If I find something exciting, interesting, I'm excited and trying to do it. Trying to find collaborators, including my PhD students, for example. They often participate in my work. Actually, my PhD students got a lot of awards too.
Okay. And is there any part of your job that you don't like that much?
No, don't like some administration. I avoid administration. I avoid any official position, like head of school, for example, or some other positions. Because I don't like, it's not my cup of tea to do administration. So I prefer research. Now also I have to do teaching. I cannot say that I don't enjoy teaching. I enjoy it when this is a limited amount. When it's too much teaching, it prevents me from doing research, and I don't like it.
I see. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been interesting to hear about you. I hope you continue to make many great discoveries, and thank you very much.
Thank you.